Friends. My name is Rajan Goel. I'm a registered migration at Aussizz, Perth. Today I'm here to announce a very welcoming news, which is coming from WA State for the state nomination applications. Now, this news is from the 15th of October, which was last Friday. The first news is that all the registered nurses, which were on the WA Skilled Migration Occupation list under Schedule 1, are no longer regional WA only, which means that the employment offer letter that you needed to have for each of those registered nurses occupations can be from entire WA now, including Perth. Earlier, only registered nurse aged care could have had the employment contract from Perth, but now all the registered nurses, whether it be perioperative, critical care, medical, community health, or any registered nurse which is on the WA scale, so this is a very good news for all the registered nurse occupations. The other news is that under the graduate occupation list, WA has now added or opened up at least 30 occupations, which includes taxation accountant, management accountant, accountant general. So very good news for people who have the skill assessment for accountants or taxation accountants who've studied accounting in WA. So under the graduate occupation list, as you already know, it is only applicable on people who've studied 2 years in WA. So all these occupations were earlier closed or they were not there in the list, but now these occupations have opened up or they've been added to the list. So for people who are WA graduates, now accounting occupations, all of the accountant occupations, including taxation accountant, management accountant, and accountant general is on the list, and they could be invited under the graduate occupation list as well. So other occupations which have been added to this list are teachers. So whether it be the primary teacher, primary school teacher, or the early childhood teacher, which pre-primary teacher, or the secondary school teacher, or some other teachers as well, like teaching for the sight impaired and hearing impaired. So all these occupations have also been added to the WA graduate occupation list. Now, I reiterate that graduate occupation list is only applicable to people who graduated from WA, meaning they've at least studied 2 years full-time from a WA college or a university. In the 30 occupations, obviously, there are other prominent occupations as well, which have been added to the list, such as welfare worker and youth worker are two another popular occupations which have been added to the graduate occupation list. There are other number of occupations that have been added, such as financial brokers, financial dealers, financial advisors, aeroplane pilot, horse trainer, and occupations such as maintenance planner, urban and regional planner. So there are, you can go on the WA website and obviously check out the occupation list. But as I said, there are more than 30 occupations that have been added to the graduate occupation list. So it's a very good news for all the applicants who were trying to get nominated by the WA state. For registered nurses, obviously now they do not have to source an employment contract from outside of Perth or outside of metropolitan Perth. Now they can get the employment contract from any employer, whether they are located in Perth or in regional WA. It also means that, as we were talking about earlier, that WA was only allocated 1,500 seats for the financial year 2021-22. And they may have exhausted their quota already, because it seems that they've already issued 2,000 invitations. It seems to me that by this news, which is addition of so many occupations on the list, they might have quite like seats left still in the migration program, because otherwise, well, this is just my assumption. This is nowhere published that how many seats are left, but because they are obviously relaxing the rules for registered nurses, and they've added so many occupations on the graduate occupation list, it seems to me that WA will keep inviting applicants, and they've still got like the seats left in the migration program for the 2021-22 migration program. Please feel free to contact us as Aussizz Perth anytime, and you're more than welcome to hire our services for it. Thank you.